What's going on, guys? Loopie here, and today I'm going to be doing a tier list of my own songs, and I'm going to kind of like explain the little history behind these songs, what I was thinking during these songs, and what was going on when I was, writing and, recording these songs, and what I think of these songs today, and where I think they deserve their place. So I have released over 30 songs. I may have missed some. I don't know. I mean, I don't think I have missed any, really. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to do this playlist starting from, a chronological order. So, yeah, that's it. If you like what you see, then subscribe. That's all I can really say, honestly. Anyways, Mad Scientist. All right, this song was my first song that I've released on YouTube, and it was me kind of like experimenting. Should I continue doing this rap thing on YouTube? I want to see where I can take it. And that's why I made the song Mad Scientist, because I was, kind of like experimenting in my head. I was also dreaming, and I actually wrote the song in my sleep and kind of remembered everything when I woke up. Wrote the song, recorded, and put it out. Like it was a pretty miraculous song. I will put it up there because I still listen to it. It still has some flaws. It could have been better, but I feel like this song is like pretty historical, to be honest, for my YouTube channel. Second is Keyword Insane. I'm also gonna put it up there. I mean, even though it had its little fast flows and everything, I feel like I don't know. I feel like it also had its flaws, and I feel like I could have been better. Also, I don't have the same voice as I had, about a year ago. So really, I kind of didn't sound as well as I expected, I guess. And so that's why I think it deserves its place up there. It was the first time that I've ever, done a song with fast flow. Next up in chronological order is 182. Now, 182 is a year-old song that was out on my other channel, the one with 360 subscribers before it got banned. So it actually, should be like over here logically, but I'm gonna put it on could be better. I still think that the song, despite me having an okay verse, I sounded like absolute trash. I sounded weird. And Sworn, okay, like how Sworn sounded is completely my fault, and I feel like this song should not have been made, for the pure reason that Sworn wanted to get into rapping for a reason, and I feel like I've ruined that by making this song with him. I feel like I've ruined that opportunity for him. And yeah, I mean, we could have made other songs, together in the future. I feel like 182 was a rushed project. It was my best song at the time, but I feel like it could have waited. I feel like Sworn could have made his, first song, learned his way around the game a little bit. I should have been a more responsible person to help Sworn with this kind of matter. And, I should have actually done my job as someone who's helping another in rapping. I feel like I've not done my job properly. Also, I think that, doing projects with Sworn will probably never happen, since the guy is busy all the time. And I don't know, there's something about Sworn that is no longer the same. Like, I'm super proud of him, like as a friend and as, a fan of his work as well. I don't know, something changed, and something's off. I'm really proud of Sworn. Still, I feel like something is off, but hey, that comes with time, I guess. If he will ever remember it, I don't know. Anyways, Fate. Now, Fate was while I was in some beef, and I kind of wanted to test how well I rapped. So I've written this song probably in the process of 2 years. Fate was the song that I used to experiment a little again, but this time I actually took it more seriously then maybe half of the like, or, okay, no, not half of the songs in the tier list, because obviously like I've done much better songs than Fate, but much better songs than what I've posted in the past. Like I wanted Fate to be the best song ever, and it did its job. All right, I impressed Jekyll. That's how Jekyll found me, or well, not found me, but that's how Jekyll, kind of like started to get into my music. I asked him to react to Fate, and he did. I only had like 3 songs released, so it was either these 2 or Fate, and I felt like Fate was really at its best. So I feel like I'm going to put it on Amazing, because I don't know, there were some flaws, I'd say, at the beginning. Like I know I was saying like I've been doing this shit for only a year, but like this was me, kind of like experimenting through like from, I'd say, 2017, late 2017 to when it was released on October 2019. It was an experiment. All right, Caught in the Act. All right, so Caught in the Act, another song that I think really deserves its place at the Amazing tier, because it's just the punchlines and the references. Like I did a lot of them. I think this song is the song with the most references that make sense. I felt like it was, I don't know, I felt like it didn't really have any flaws, maybe apart from less emotion, less energy. So I think that this song deserves its place at Amazing. Maybe if I had, the right tone, the right, voice for it, I feel like it could have, earned its place at best, but I'm going to put it at Amazing. All right, My Time, I'm going to put it up there. I feel like Kali kind of ruined this song, if I'm going to be honest. Jekyll did his thing on it and I did my thing, but I don't know. I felt like the flaw was that, Kali was fairly new. And even though he has his own songs, I feel like he could have improved. But, there was no way that I could say no to Kali, being in the song. And me saying that, Kali shouldn't have been on My Time is not me being like a dick. Like, this is me saying, like, I felt like he could have improved a little better before making a song with me. That's what I think. All right, next up is Hands of a God. This song, I'm going to put it on average. This song is, I don't know, this is me being goofy. I mean, there were some punchlines, but it was too complex for the average listener to even understand. So it just sounds like complete nonsense. And even me explaining it, I don't know, it's weird. Okay, now we got Nothing to Prove. Nothing to Prove, I think I'm going to put it on average. I mean, no, it could be better. Could be better because it was another, I'm sorry. Sorry. It was another goofy song that I was making, and I don't even know what I was doing, to be honest. I don't even know. There's not really any explanation to that song. I was just goofing around. All right, next up is Keyword Insane 2. I'm gonna put it at best. Amazing because the second part of the song, the part where I had the diss track, I feel like it was unnecessary. I really feel like it was. I mean, I wrote a diss track after making Keyword Insane 2. I could have included that in the diss track that I made, where I was not even writing a single, bar of the song, but, I wanted to make it interesting. But sorry, what's in it? So then I took a break from YouTube for about 3 weeks, and then I come back with a song called Lyrical Bomb. I'm gonna put it up there. The reason I'm gonna put it up there is because I feel like, I don't know, it wasn't well mixed. And, people might say, oh, well, lyrical bomb is an overstatement. You didn't really say much. I didn't say much because the name of the beat is named Lyrical Bomb, all right? And I wanted to make some bomb references, and I wanted to make it a pretty vibe song. Like, I didn't want to, go off. Like, it wasn't my intention anyways. Then we got Keyword Objective. Keyword Objective, I'm going to put it at amazing. It was a bop. It was really a bop. They used to tell me, yeah, I had no objective. I say that I got one, but it was a bop. I think it was the last song of 2019 or the first song of 2020. I don't know. But the Keyword Project, so we have 3 songs from the Keyword Project. The Keyword Project is, one of the best things I've done. I mean, I've released like 4 albums in my lifetime. And I think that, at the time, I feel like it did really, really well. So I was really proud of myself when I released Keyword Objective. Next up, we have Keyword Lost. I'm going to put it on average. I don't know. I tried to make a thing where I would sound really quiet and intentionally offbeat so I could, give a sort of an illusion like this is a really vibey song. And when I wrote the song, I mean, I really felt lost. I really, really felt lost. I had just gotten into a relationship. I didn't know how to treat it. I felt lost. I felt like, something, needed to change. And I knew that it was me that I had to change. And I guess that's, why I wrote it. Keyword Objective was me saying, I'm not changing for anybody. And, I have my own perspective in things, and I have my own objective, and I'm going to go forward and, go to that objective. Anyways, the next song is Keyword Envy. This is to all the jealous people. I'm going to put it on amazing. It was one of the best songs. I feel like at the end I kind of sucked Sworn off a little bit. But I mean, it's one of the best songs I've ever made, hands down. It still had its flaws, I believe, but it was one of the best songs I've made. But yeah, it was really aimed at the people who are jealous. There was a Hydra. He was jealous about me being in a relationship, which was probably the craziest thing that was said from him. I should have opened my eyes back then. Anyways, Keyword Possible. Keyword Possible, I'm going to put it trash. It was a trash song. It sounded okay, the first verse. The second verse where I dissed Snow White, or Athena now, I mean, it sounded good, but I didn't really say much. But at the time, I felt hurt because I was blocked for literally no reason, okay? And it was simply because I said something in the reaction that she didn't like, because she didn't like the way that I said it. Her verse was trash on a song, okay? And, that's why she blocked me. Then, there's something about, mental issues. The whole beef was really weird. She was planning on making a diss track response to me. Then the next day she says no. Then the next day she says yes. Then she brings her yes man fans to hate me. I don't know. It was a weird thing. I mean, the beef kind of died down. And honestly, if placed in a situation where I would talk to, if placed in a situation where I would talk to Athena, if we were placed in the same project, without any of our controls, I wouldn't really mind, honestly. I don't think she's really going to be a homie, really, but I wouldn't mind, if I was placed in a situation where I had to talk to her. But I would treat it like any other, I would treat her like any other person. Anyways, Overkill. Overkill is up there. Jekyll, you did your thing. There's a lot that I didn't understand about Overkill. And first verse, my verse, I was trying to be Eminem so hard though. The flow, the rhyme scheme, it was fire, but it was too moist. I feel like it sounded like I was trying so hard. I was trying too hard. And then the organization of the song was kind of weird. But this was the first time that I used a beat from Jim from the Pharmacy, and I wanted to, really go at it. Anyways, next song we have is Propulsion. Propulsion by Tripped Up. Amazing. I'm gonna put it at amazing. My verse was trash, but thank God Tripped Up was there. He was the first verse. I always let my features have the first verse, usually. I mean, Jekyll, I haven't let him on the first verse, actually. But Tripped Up, I always leave him on the first verse. Why? Because I know he will carry that song. Now, I'm not relying on him, but I know that he will, like, really, carry that song and just go off. And he did. He went off. He went forward. He propulsed on your asses. Yeah, this was the first thing I've worked on with Tripped Up. It was a really good project, and it has 200 views now. I feel like it was a really successful song. I liked it. I could have done better myself, though. All right, Russian Roulette, I'm going to put it as trash. I wanted to sound controversial. I wanted to come at literally everybody who have wronged me. And even though that I did that, I feel like I haven't done enough. And I feel like the impact that I put on this song actually made things a lot worse. But like really worse for me and for others. I wanted it to be better for me and worse for the others. So that's why I made that song. And I don't know, man. It's a weird motive for making this song, and I don't know if I'm gonna even keep it on my channel, to be honest with you. It sounds pretty rushed. It's just not it. Next up is Purgatory. Purgatory is amazing. Like the whole, like the beginning of the song and like the end of the song as well. Like everything about Purgatory was amazing. The flow could have been better. In some places I was offbeat, but like there were so many things that I've done that were so great. And this was when I first started working on E, and it was one of my favorite projects. Now we have Nuclear Message. Nuclear Message, I'm gonna put it at best. It was one of my best songs ever. It still had its flaws, but it was one of my best songs ever. It really, it really was the master of all songs until, recently. But that was the song where I was confident, like, okay, all the reactors should react to this and let me know what they think. And Jekyll reacted this, he was like, holy fuck. Mr. Ill reacted this, he was like, holy fuck. Lyrics reacted this, he was like, holy fuck. Mad Hats reacted this, he was like, holy fuck. But he still didn't hold back any punches. He still had some very valid criticisms, or like valid points of criticism, and he also had some parts that I didn't understand. I don't know, I feel like he was, reaching at some point, but it's okay. But yeah. Alright, Spicy Shit, I'm gonna put it up there. I mean, it sounds pretty good. It's a vibe song. Still think that I only did it for Sworn. I feel like I should make a song only for myself and not dedicate it to anybody, and do a song for myself. That was really to show Sworn that I can rap, I guess. Like the reason why I wanted Sworn to react to all these songs is so that he gets caught up and actually like remembers why he came to me, why he came to me in the comments one day, and like why we became friends. Because why did we become friends? He came to me, he suggested me I do something, like do Eminem Rap God Fast Speed. I did that impressed him. Like it was a nice moment, but I don't know, I feel like now I don't know, it's a weird thing. I don't know, I feel like things are just not genuine anymore. But beyond that, Keyword Insane 3. I released that months after the project. I'm gonna put it up there. It's a vibe song, but it literally had nothing to do with the whole insane narrative. It was more of like a vibe song, like a vibe hard song, but like it really didn't do much. All right, Mentally Confused. I'm gonna put it as best, even though that like I didn't spit like a lot of bars. On a personal level, for me, is one of the best, because that's the song where I think to myself, like, this is the song that I wrote when I felt like I was in a really dark time, you know, dealing with, you know, 3 breakups by the same person, 3 different heartbreaks by the same person. This was on like the second heartbreak, the second time that, you know, like we broke up. Like, I don't know, it was a weird relationship, and, you know, I try not to think about it, but I can't stop thinking about it. So I wrote this song, and people thought that I sounded like Childish Gambino, and then people were like, this is the song that I'm talking about. I'm like, oh my god, like Childish Gambino's producers sampled the same exact instrumental that I rapped over, and I didn't even know. I've never even listened to a song by Childish Gambino, except for This Is America, because it went viral. But yeah. All right, ST, Second Thought. Second Thought could be better. I mean, the only thing that stood out really was the chorus. The verse was just meh. Yeah, I feel like I could have done better with that song. All right, Kinos. Kinos was amazing. Kinos, featuring Tripped Up, by the way. It was a great song. I enjoyed working with him. I think the issue here was that the mixing, I think, was the issue. But I did my thing. I feel like Tripped Up's fans really did not pay attention to my verse. No one had anything to say about my verse if you look at the comment section. Which, I mean, okay, but like, the reason why you're on my channel, the reason why your favorite rapper is on my channel in a song of mine, is because maybe he wants you to hear my verse too. I don't know. I really don't think about it. Anyways, Heat intro could be better. I mean, it was a pretty good intro. I spit a lot of good lines, but it could have been better. The flow could have been better. The delivery could have been better. I think everything overall could have been better. All right, Survive. This was written, you know, during this depression that I have, where I really put myself low. I feel like I don't really have a worth. I kind of like take myself on this adventure. Like, what would happen if there was no Loopie? What would happen if there was no Dylan? And, you know, I keep thinking to myself, although the world doesn't revolve around me, that's for sure. So, I mean, like, the world is going to still spin. But yeah, Survive, I'm going to put it on up there. I feel like the chorus could have been better. Like the mixing of the chorus. Oh, if I remember correctly, is Oops. Oops, I'm going to put it on average. It was okay. I mean, I feel like I could have done better. The flow could have been better. The bars were there. This was, okay, Oops is a song where I say, you fucked up really bad. You fucked up so bad, matter of fact. And you know you fucked up because you said oops. And that's the whole thing behind it. It was going to be part of the Keyword project, but I felt like it didn't fit in, which is why Overkill exists. But yeah, man. And then Survive Remix featuring Mike. I'm gonna put it a tier above, because Mike was in the song as well, and I feel like, you know, he did a great verse. I'm not saying that he did a better verse. I don't really see a competition when we're exactly like featuring. Competition could be just banter, honestly. Could be just jokes. But yeah. Loopie Savage Remix, amazing. It was bars. It was just strict bars. This is one of my songs where I am confident I I just murdered the fucking beat. That's one of the songs I'm really confident in. Destiny, I'm going to put it in best because it is a personal song to me. And this is also like a song I wrote like during like my darkest time ever. I wrote this one night where I was thinking to myself, I'm ready to fucking die. Like I'm ready to fucking jump off like a window or something. That's where my mind was. I feel like no one literally no, like mentally confused in Destiny. Like the reason why I write these songs, these personal songs, is so that I can try to reach someone and see if someone can, relate to it, how I could help myself and how I could help the other person go through whatever they're going through. Because what makes me happy is making other people happy, as long as I don't get taken advantage of. All right. And I feel like lately I have been taken advantage of. People are changing. People are letting themselves get changed by fame. People are letting themselves get changed by money. People are letting themselves get changed by literally everything. And when I write these songs, right, I want to reach a specific audience. All right. And if my emotion doesn't match the one that you want, that means that I'm trying to be me. I'm not angry. I'm sad. I'm fucking depressed, right? I am not angry. So if I'm not angry, I don't want to sound angry. Okay? I want to make sure that my songs are the most genuine possible. I want to make sure that my songs at least inspires someone, at least reaches someone, and lets them know that there's always light at the end of the tunnel. And this is something that I've learned. And yeah. So really, when I see people that don't even listen to the lyrics, what the fuck is going on? Anyways, when I see that people don't even listen to the lyrics and they're just like, oh my god, fire song, or good shit, bro, or I want you to sound more angry in this song, that's when I feel like no one's really listening to what I have to say. I feel like I'm talking to a wall, And it hurt me. It hurt me. The song did well though in terms of statistics, but even then I don't care. It really doesn't matter. Like what matters to me is when I write these personal songs, I want to reach an audience and I want to reach someone who, probably is going through the same kind of shit that I'm going through. All right, last song, Armageddon. Best song I've ever fucking made. The best song I've ever made. Literally. Despite it being 10 minutes long, I feel like it's literally the song that has no little to no flaws at all. This is the song where I went fucking off. I went off on that song. First part was pretty hard but chill, which is why I didn't, sound angry, because I wanted it to start off smooth. Then second one, I was going really hard, but I was still trying to match the same emotion as the first one. Third part was me going as hard as possible. Third part was the one where I was, gradually going up. And then fourth part was the part where I want people to listen. Again, this is one of the personal parts of the song. It was the most personal part to me. It was also written at a time where I felt like I had literally no worth living. All right? And I feel like that was slept on as well. I feel like this song as a whole has been slept on, even though that it has 150 views in a week and a half or so. I feel like it was heavily slept on, personally. So was, Nuclear Message. Destiny got the amount of views that it got because of Deji. And I want to talk about that for a second. Deji is just the tiny victory, or not the tiny victory, but the part, like talking to Deji again for the third time, by the way, talking to Deji, asking him why he kicked me, seeing him like his apology for kicking me, it sounded very genuine. Like it sounded like he felt really guilty, and that meant a lot to me. That's why I asked to, rap for a second time. He took the time to listen. He got trolled, sadly, but he got to hear the best part of like when I rapped to him, like the little choppy flow. But I don't know. The fact that I rapped to Deji again kind of gave me this glimmer of hope that maybe I shouldn't give up. If I was able to impress Deji, someone who I've been looking up to for 7 years, then maybe I should just, continue. Anyways, I'm done with this tier list. Boom. That's it. I mean, that's the tier list you can get. There's many other songs that I've written that are not in the tier list, or there are, little remixes that I've done that are not in the tier list, and they're not in the tier list for a reason. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little thing that I've made. I mean, I don't know how long this video is, but watch the video at your own risk.